Just a bit outside. Darn it!
Hi, I'm Tony Fast's daughter.
I'm Tony Fast's daughter.
I'm Tony Fast's daughter. Our family has been blessed to farm in Montana
For over 100 years now.
And it wouldn't be possible without the great team we have
and blessings from our Savior, Jesus Christ.
Morning.
Oh, nice.
New Farm Hard Pre-Harder shirts are available at Farm Focused.
That's pretty sweet.
And you can get yours and one of these at farmfocus.com. Well, we have some pretty good weather coming. Supposed to be almost in the 60s here the next few days, which means the yards can get really muddy. And before it gets muddy this morning, I'm gonna go grab the tractor. We'll hook up to that disc drill and back it up to the cement again so we can finish putting hubs and discs and closing wheels and gauge wheels and depth adjusters that are missing on there. Get that all ready to go. Might even get it hooked up to the cart today, we'll see. Now, that is dirty, obviously, from sitting in the shed in the dust and everything. Man, doesn't that ceramic coating look good on this tractor? No, I don't think the hitch is high enough. Oh, yeah it is, barely. Not quite far enough, but let's see. Grab a rag, I guess, for these.
Back in the trucks are dumb category. Just finished changing the oil. Thought I'd be a good steward and check my antifreeze level. That was green. That was green like not long ago. So we're hunting down an oil cooler for a 60 series Detroit now, which is actually a little bit more accessible than a Cat. It's right here. 6 bolts. Pull that guy off. It sets right down in there. That's what's going on now with the teal truck. Oh, what a lovely afternoon it is. I even opened the shop door. Why? Because it's that lovely outside. Working on this. There was 6 gauge wheels here that needed to be put on. Those are done. And finished up this one. Putting the disc on it. Putting the gauge wheel on it as well. And now, because I'm a glutton for punishment, this is that row unit that I took off that I had the spindle issue with. And working on getting it on. Not the easiest task to do by yourself. Get this thing wrapped up, get it out of the way, get the cart hooked up to the tractor, and then hooked up to this. Then we can work on the hose lines that run from this to the cart. There. Oh, and it just knocked the bushing out. Oh, gone it. Got it back in place, pin all the way in, without the bushing this time. That guy goes there, he'll go into these notches. This little guy goes here. Whoops. Apparently you gotta be smarter than the average Scotsman. Voila.
Well, I ordered an oil cooler for this. Been spending a lot of time doing research. I think I figured out on this grill gator that the antenna and the Phoenix 300 receiver, it's a 300 antenna and receiver, is bad. It's not letting it boot up so I can go to the next accept responsibility for the Smart Track steering part. So I think I found a 700 smart antenna that's got the receiver built into it to eliminate a bunch of stuff on there. Hope that fixes that. Also took a couple of butcher cows, a couple steers to the butcher today. Took a little time to get those loaded up. So that's kind of why it was the Tim show today. Seems like the disc drill is pretty much ready to go. Need to set depth on it yet and then hook up the cart. So we'll see. I think tomorrow I'm gonna go start cleaning seed again. Get that done. Well, I'll get the durum done and maybe some of the peas tomorrow too. We'll see. So here we go. Let's go feed some cows. Or give us a call. Report down overnight is coming. Clear skies, 12 in the lower 30s.
Southeast winds around 10 miles an hour. 20 to 30 steps to 45, 35 after 2.
Different this time cleaning, coming right out of the bin directly. Just needed to clean a couple truckloads yet to finish out, so working pretty good. I mean, a short sleeve t-shirt, maybe close to 70 degrees outside. Well, probably 65. It feels really nice. Well, the wind is howling today, so I'm going to stay inside the cab where it's not windy. Show you guys what we got going on today. We're cleaning peas now. Coming out of the bin, into the cleaner, into the conveyor, into the truck, and then if you look right there, you can see the 100-foot conveyor swing away is underneath the truck. So I'm filling up that hopper full, which is probably 500 to 600 bushels. Dump it, you know, go start the tractor up and dump it. Screening's still going in the screening truck, and it's going pretty good. Peas run probably twice as fast as grains do through this cleaner. So I had somebody ask a while back, or it was in the last video anyway, so it's probably a few videos ago now, why we're using a sieve to clean compared to like an indent or some of the other older style cleaners for cleaning our wheat. The indent was more for sizing all the seed the same size and taking out like wild oats and Persian darnel, which are two grass weeds that used to be really hard to kill in wheat. Now it's easy to get rid of that stuff, so we don't have to clean that out anymore. We can do that with the sprayer, and we're just trying to get the little tiny broken seeds out, or the chaff, you know, if we got chunks of straw, whatever in there. There is air though on this cleaner going in, where it says Bench Industries right there, like right there, there's air, and then in the back it's also sucking any of the loose light stuff off. So there's a fan on the back there that pulls air through the inlet down here and the outlet where it slides into the, before it drops in the conveyor. So it's not just a sieve like it would be in a combine, it's also using air to lift anything light out of it as well. Going pretty good. We should be done with this bin today. It was 1, 2, 3 rings full. It was like right above there. So that should be, that's a 6,500 bushel bin. Roughly, I'm guessing 4,000, 4,500 maybe in there. Bigger. Morning. Oh, just checking out some stuff in the shop this morning, like germ tests. It always amazes me how roots work, how they grow through paper towels. That's Riveland durum. I'd say it's 3 to 4 inches tall already. Been in the shop here for 2 weeks, I think. 50 degrees. At a minimum, 70-ish when the heater's going in the shop there, or in the office. Transcend. I think I might let that get a little too dry. It's not quite as far along, but pretty awesome root structure. I just been messing around with these chickpeas. So the first time we ran these hailed out ones, the durum on them was 45%, and there is a lot of nasty, like, little ones that didn't finish maturing because of the hailstorm and whatever. And I've been playing around with different size screens. These are the screens I took off, so this would be the junk. And this is what I'm coming up with. Still a couple bad ones in there, but I guess we're going to be closer to 80% germ. So just got those all set out. We'll let that run for the weekend and see what that looks like. And I'll go grab some peas too that we cleaned yesterday, get that germ test figured out, and wait. A lot of little things go into this. Tim's busy doing all like the activity stuff, and I get stuck in the shop office and lab doing germ tests.
Good morning. Happy, wet, half cold, dreary Monday morning over here at the West Bins. I could really use some belt flashing under here. It's getting pretty thin. I think we're losing peas, but cleaning seed last week, there was getting to be a pretty good pile underneath, but we'll worry about the flashing later. We have a set of belt lacings. I just ran to town this morning and picked them up, and we got to get that fixed because that's making a big hole, and if it rips out the rest of the way, we're in big trouble.
Well, while Tim's working on that conveyor, I need to get a few things moving here. Get the sprayer started up and out of our way because we need to get the seed treater out. Treating we need to do for some buddies, so get that set up for them to do. Better get this thing all checked out. Oil's good and black. Probably should change that someday. All right. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Get the glow plugs going. Oh, see the orange glow in there? That's warm. Well, the coolant level looks good. Check the oil. Yeah, that's black too. So this needs an oil change. Ooh, look at that. We got RPMs.
How very fortunate that I just so happen to have a new blade in my knife. Got that end cut off using a simplistic speed square and a heavy piece of angle iron, and that was to get my straight edge to get the new lacings on. I have to move the belt a little bit, slide it out. We'll do this, then we'll be able to get lacings on without having to pull the whole belt out and deal with that, because that'd just be a pain. Boy, just when you're working in the peace and quiet, somebody shows up and starts equipment up back there, starts making noise. I was able to roll that back a little bit, get this down so I can set up my fancy redneck straight edge here. There we go.
How you 60-volt batteries?
Hey. Didn't even know we had that here.
Well, I brought our little skid steer receiver hitch attachment along. I'll throw that on the skid steer and drag the seed treater out of here. And I forgot to tell you, that's from May Wes. You can get that on their website. Might be a little tricky getting in the right spot. The latch, we'll see. Yep, it's latched.
Things like burning tires. 45 the corners off so they don't catch. Started anyway. Let me poke you in the eye with it. Work smarter, not harder.
A little more easy-ish like.
Sticking out your end yet?
Half a deal the way. There you go. No, it's sticking out.
There you have it. All done. Realigned. Up to tension. Should be in good shape. Well, you missed all the fun. Truck's here, unloaded, and the new belt worked perfectly. Guess what time of year it is, by the way? Time to get things hooked up. Cart hooked up to the 370. I'm attempting, by myself, Put the cart onto here. That's attempt number 1.
Just a bit outside.
That's number 2. It's like right on center, but need to pull forward just a little bit. And that was number 2 3/4. 3! Told you I'd get it in 3 tries. You didn't believe me, did you? Number 2. The next fun phase is replacing these tubes that go from the bottom of the cart to the front of the air seeder. Now, that's what I'm going to start on. This is the roll of hose to do that with. And there really is something somewhat satisfying about doing that. Tools for the job are nut driver, 5/16 bit, butane torch, pocket knife, and coffee. Because it's only 3 o'clock in the afternoon, or 3:30, 4. It's 4. Today is the day of the eclipse. We up here did not get to see any of it. I personally don't think it got any dimmer at all, but yeah, most of the eclipse was Midwest down to Texas. We didn't get experience that over here. Well, we are done with seat hoses. Need the rubber gaskets, but also I'm 3 hose clamps short. 1, 2, and 3.
Well, we keep crossing things off our list. Before we know it, we're going to be seeding, so make sure you stick around. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't yet. And don't forget, Farm Focused, the hats and shirts and all the cool stuff from them. Farm hard, pray harder. And we'll see you next video.